What a week it's been here at Downley Auctions, right, Randy?
I cannot believe, first, all the merchandise that was here, but the collectors that came in from all across the country and overseas. We even had people from as far away as Korea here.
From rare Edison gems to all those classic Victrolas, they aren't just machines, are they? They're time capsules.
They really are. Edison's invention of the phonograph absolutely changed the world. It was just an incredible invention. One of the best inventions of all time.
That's right. And did you know there was a hazard back in the 1900s when people were playing phonographs? Do you know what the hazard was?
There was a hazard.
There was a hazard. So you have to stay tuned because I'll tell you about it later on.
Okay.
Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Susan.
Like I said before, what a week it has been here at Downley Auctions.
It's been crazy. Oh man, a phonograph auction and then a phonograph show.
Yep, we went to the show.
And now everybody's here to pick up.
Yeah, it was just a fabulous time. The energy, the buzz around the prices.
That's what I kept hearing is the buzz.
Buzz.
What, all of a sudden we've got buzzwords here.
Yes.
What is that all
The
about?
great turnout here at our auction and at the show.
Yeah.
If you missed it, you missed it.
It really was. It really was interesting because prices I thought were extremely good, and it just proves so many people are saying all the time that the hobby is dying. The hobby is dying, and there's no young people in the hobby. And it's true. We need a whole new life in the hobby. We need the next generation. But certainly, this weekend proved it hasn't slowed down price-wise.
Right. Yes, it was wonderful. Sold. Everything here? Sold. Everything here? Sold.
All sold.
All sold. It was a great auction.
One thing I have to say about doing a show is it's a lot of work to set up. It's a lot of work to break down. I mean, doing a show isn't easy. So here we are at the Phonograph Show.
Hi, everyone.
In Schaumburg, Susan and Randy. Okay, and what do you think of the show? This is the first time you've been to this show.
The first time I've been to this one. It's fabulous. It brings back a lot of memories of our show that we used to hold.
Yeah.
Not as many dealers, but still great items for sale here.
But you know what?
And I love seeing a lot of the old faces.
And
that we
this
recognize.
is a sold-out show here. I mean, they couldn't
nice.
fit any more dealers in this room. It's really well attended.
Yeah.
Good attendance in general.
The big difference I see.
What's that?
We had a bar in ours.
Susan with the alcohol. But you know, the big difference I see is a lot of new faces.
Oh, good.
Yeah, a lot of younger people. And to that point, I want to walk over to the booth with the Grammy Awards and,
and
talk about that a little bit. Susan and I are here over with Rich and Megan right now, and I mean, we've been friends for how many years?
About 25
years have been coming to the phonograph shows. They came way back in the days of Union, and here we are at the Hyatt in Schaumburg right now. But I've always been impressed. You guys are both winners of Grammys.
Correct.
So can you tell everybody here that don't know you yet what you won your Grammys for?
Well, we're Archaeophone Records. It's a mom and pop shop, and we specialize in saving, restoring, and reissuing the world's oldest recordings. The period before about 1925, when they were still shouting into the horn rather than using microphones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everything we do has pretty extensive documentation and notes and writing and research.
Yeah, it's sort of scholarly editions of old rare recordings.
Okay, so tell me about this piece right here.
So this is it's called Centennial. It's actually our first big box set like this.
Okay.
And it's got a double album of the historic 1923 recordings by King Oliver's Creole Jazz Band, which was the first recordings by Mr. Louis Armstrong.
Yes, it was.
As a member of the band. So we got the double album, we got a poster, and it's got a big big thick book in it. The writer of the notes is the expert on Louis Armstrong. He's at the Louis Armstrong House and Museum in Queens, New York. He won a Grammy for his notes on this.
Okay.
And then there's the CD portion, which has the tracks from the LP as well.
And that's all in this.
All in this box set.
Yeah.
Plus
Oh, nice box.
box
Too.
itself that weighs over a pound. We discovered.
Oh, okay.
So this we won the award we won for is called Best Historical Album.
Wow. That's fabulous.
In 2024.
Yep.
That's
Just
absolutely
back in
incredible.
February.
So now, I don't have this set, and I want to get that, but
Thank you.
I need a deal here. Okay,
Okay.
if I buy it, can we get it autographed?
I would think
Yeah.
we can arrange to.
Now I have a question. Did you go to the award ceremony
We did.
in Hollywood?
We did.
Hollywood?
We did.
It's a
Downtown
LA
LA.
somewhere, yeah.
yeah the
Yeah.
LA Live complex downtown.
And how
next to
was
the thing.
that? Did you sit next to anybody
I sat next to her.
famous as
We
you?
sat next to each other. That was fun.
Both Grammy Award winners. What more could you ask for?
I mean, Kramer wasn't there filling in empty seats.
Well, actually, but it was cool because after you win, you go on a press tour backstage, and the only people
Okay.
who are backstage in what they call the winner's circle is other people who've won. So we passed with it Sierra Farrell,
Yeah, the newest
Sienna Farrell, Sierra Farrell.
country phenom is Sierra Farrell. You've seen her.
Okay,
She
yeah.
won 4 awards.
Taj Mahal was back there.
Taj Mahal.
I don't know if this is true, but I have been told, maybe it's urban legend. Is it true that a person like myself, you can't hold a Grammy and have your picture taken with it? That only the Grammy Award winners can really have their picture taken holding it?
That's the protocol.
Unwritten rule, yeah.
Yeah.
We can,
Protocol,
we
okay.
can,
Good to know.
we can embrace while I'm holding it if you wish.
Well, embrace this, but we need you to tell everybody how they're going to buy it. This is a must buy. Here you can take
Thank
that.
you, sir.
But this is an absolute must buy for even the novice of record collectors, and you've got the CDs in here. Everything you want is in this album. So how can they get one of these?
You can get it from our website, archeophone.com,
It's right here, too. We'll get a picture
ARCHEOPHONE.com.
of that.
And we'll put that on the screen and everything. But we're thrilled to have this in our collection now.
Did you wear a nice, beautiful gown?
Worried about what
I want
happened
to know
at the
what you wore. I
Grammys.
want to see the whole thing.
Well, I have it on my phone, but it's formal wear. So he was in a tux, I was in a long black gown. I wore red glitter chucks.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Okay.
get out. Now we're talking.
Her 11th trip to the Grammys, and first year I wore flats. But the thing that was cool, it's been 18 years since our last win. After you do your press tour, they have a known photographer do your official portrait. So you get a goofy one, which we did with Ricky, our writer, but they do this glamorous portrait and you get it afterwards.
Look
For
really
that's the best picture
Very
I've
nice.
ever taken. Yeah.
Excellent. Good. See, important information, I tell you.
Here we go.
Congratulations again.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
See
both.
you guys.
Good to see you both.
But again, all in all, great show, great attendance. I mean, everything is what we had hoped for this show in the
Yeah.
hobby. Things are doing well
really
in
great.
the phonograph hobby, so keep it cranking, folks.
So, did you find anything interesting at the show?
Oh boy, did we ever. I mean, stuff was walking in the door. One fun thing about a show, Susan, is you never know what's walking in the
That's
door.
right.
And there was a gentleman who had years ago cleaned out a jewelry store. Now, what does a jewelry store have to do with a phonograph show? Well, jewelry stores years ago also would sell phonographs. And he found a Brunswick mirror that it's a regular mirror that would be on top of a counter in a jewelry store. You could use it as a mirror, but
Okay.
when it's lit from behind, it shows a woman listening to a Brunswick phonograph. It's a great advertising piece.
This is Gary. All right, Gary. He's got these killer advertising Gary dishes. It's a counter mirror, but when it's illuminated from the back, an image appears and stuff.
Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, with a nice light bar behind it. Really. Yeah, I think it had a bulb back here at one time. And the maker of the piece is a Chicago advertising company. You can see the label on the bottom. Okay. But anyway, it's for sale, and I consider putting it on an auction.
But I mean, that's one of the strangest things I've ever seen. But
Nice.
that wasn't the only thing. A lot of people consigned to us.
Yeah.
People walked right up and said, "Hey, we saw your last auction. We liked the prices. Can we get in on that?" And so we did a lot of consigning at the
Good.
show.
Good.
It's worth doing.
It's a great show.
Well, the show was fun on so many levels. You know, Mike was there with me at the show, and he did a lot of interviews with people. One I liked in particular was with Jerry Bear. He's the president of the APS, Antique Phonograph Society. For
Correct.
those of you who get mad at me for using
Acronyms.
acronyms all the time, that was an interesting interview.
Hi, Mike from Downley Auctions here with Terry Bear, who's president of the Antique Phonograph Society. And we're at the show here. Fantastic show today, Terry. It's really turned out well.
It's an incredible amount of work, but it's so satisfying to see this many collectors come together. Buyers, sellers, enthusiasts. We had people here today as young as 14 or 15, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this hobby needs, is to encourage these young collectors. But we don't kick them out when they get old.
Oh, no. And I heard you sold out the show, too, for the dealers. Huh?
So show was basically sold out.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Shows are still strong demand.
Shows are still strong. Items are still moving.
Mm-hmm.
And just the camaraderie of this group is unbelievable. I've got lifelong friends that I know well, and I've known them for years, and I only see them once a year at a show.
It is kind of a family
But
reunion.
we make the best
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Probably have too good a time sometimes.
Now, how many shows do the Antique Phonograph Society have across the country?
We do two officially. We do one in August out in California, and we do this one.
Okay.
So as you know, when you quit having your shows, we took a year off because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But then in 22, we had our first show here at the Hyatt. And by the way, I'll say just a plug for the Hyatt Schaumburg. Unbelievable hotel. The staff here is just incredible.
Beautiful facility.
They bend over backwards. The facility fits us well. We greet dealers and sellers both with a reception on Friday night down in the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well,
Good time.
they had a barbershop quartet, didn't they?
we have a barbershop quartet from here in town called, I always blank out on their name, but they're great. I wish I could put in a plug for them. I'll think of it in a minute. And then we have our show today. And then tonight, of course, we have our silent auction and banquet, which is a highlight.
I'm looking forward to that banquet. The food is always so good there.
Food's always good. The silent auction is usually not major machines, more smalls and records and ephemera, but it's a lot of fun. It gives the dealers and buyers both a chance to kind of have one last chance to take home a little treasure.
And the entertainment tonight, too, isn't there?
Entertainment tonight is really one of Chicago's best jazz bands called the Chicago Cellar Boys. Got to put a plug in for Andy Schum and his group. They're fantastic. Same group as last year.
So the show goes on tomorrow, yet, which is Sunday. And
Sunday is kind of a pack-up day. We do let people in, of course.
Mhm.
We encourage dealers not to pack up before noon, but it's going on tomorrow till 3 is the official closing time tomorrow.
Now, if anybody's interested in joining, because you put out a tremendous publication. I mean, that publication is so informative and so interesting. I can't wait for it to come out all the time.
It's good.
So people that are interested in joining the Antique Phonograph Society, where do they go to join that?
They go to our website, just either Google Antique Phonograph Society or go to antiquephono.org. And there's a Join Us tab on there somewhere that will allow you to join. Our dues for domestic members is $45, which includes, we're usually between 50 and 60 pages per quarter in a full color magazine or journal. A very, very, very well done journal. Got to pat ourselves on the back for that one thing that we do well.
It is. I mean, you know, it started out years ago as more pamphlets and such like that, but it's a full color publication. Which, again, I can't say enough about it. I can't wait to get it all the time because of the stories, articles written by other members and such in there.
It's all member contributed. Really two main categories. One would be that one-of-a-kind machine that was found, first one known. Here's some details on it. That's for the advanced collector. Then we also have articles on beginner machines, if you will, the standards and homes of the world. And those are good because it gives younger collectors and newer collectors a good background.
And that's another thing you do here at the show. You have seminars on different things for repairs and maintenance and things like that for the novice to learn about their machines.
We do. I just looked in the room a while ago. We had a seminar on how do you properly clean a machine without messing up the finish. And there looked like there were about 30 people in there.
Yeah,
so it was
great.
well attended. And that's one of the things the society does. I should say we are a 501c not-for-profit. We survive mainly on dues, but we do get a lot of generous donations. Tonight, a big part of our silent auction will be items that were donated to us that we'll be selling and helping to defray the cost of the show. And then August 16th, 17th weekend, I believe, is the California show. Certainly available on the website if you're from the West Coast.
Yeah, those seminars especially, they're done by other dealers and such. And we've all learned by trial and error, and they're passing on their knowledge to people now because of 50 years ago, nobody knew anything about any of this stuff. So they've all learned, and they're here to share their knowledge. That's the greatest thing about this whole group.
When your dad started collecting, there was nothing out there.
Nothing.
When I started collecting, there were about 2 or 3 books, and I just read them cover to cover, and I kept reading them. Now there is just a plethora of information. Of course, the internet's full of it too, but there's been some really scholarly works put out in the last decade that has helped collectors immensely.
So once again, Terry, thank you for this time. And
thank you for having me.
The show. And again, go to
AntiquePhono.org.
AntiquePhono.org to learn more. And you absolutely, if you have any interest in phonographs, music itself, go check it out. It's a very worthwhile organization.
It's nice to reunite and talk with people that, frankly, you only see them once a year.
One of my favorite things at the Phonograph Show this weekend, Ryan gave me a body cam and I got to wear it and walk around the entire show, and I talked to some people I haven't seen in a very long time. It was great to see everybody, but there was one guy there who wanted to tell me dirty jokes, and he's whispering.
I can
got a
only
dirty joke for
imagine.
you. He must not have known I was wearing a body cam. So you may or may not see that in this podcast. Stay tuned. Hi, everybody. How are you? Long time no see. I love it. It's like a little reunion. Hello again. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Susan.
Everybody doing good? Healthy? Happy?
Yeah, I went to the shows until you guys stopped. You guys ended in 2020, and then...
It's about the same size, isn't it?
It is. It just seemed bigger than you.
Yeah. We had an aisle down the middle.
And the bar in the back.
The bar in the back.
My wife would sit.
Remember, we had tables all the way along the walls, though, too. It was pretty crammed. So I think you have a little bit more space in here, maybe less dealers, too. Hi, guys. How you doing? Hey, how are things going today?
It's okay.
You selling some stuff?
Yeah.
Young people?
Some. You know, a little both.
Some? Oh, good. Hello, stranger. How are you?
kiddo?
I'm good. I'm never a dull moment. Hi, how are you, my
You
friend?
did a
Nice
great,
to see you.
different presentation. I love you.
Oh, did you watch our podcast?
Of course I did. You guys are great.
Did you see Tucker sitting in there?
Yeah, of course.
Aren't those
That's what we
cute?
did, of course, for entertainment back there because there's no TV or anything like that.
And that's how I dance on a regular basis, don't you guys?
A hen that can count its own eggs.
A hen that can count its own eggs. I do not know the answer to that.
Mathema-chicken.
Mathema-chicken. Nice seeing you too. Good luck today.
Here's my favorite item of the show.
Show me. Tell me about it. Okay, what's so special about it?
This, what's special about this is it's referred to as a B24. It's made
I was going to say B23. It's a B24? I'm so close.
24 inches across.
Oh, okay. I meant 22, but yeah, 24. I can see that now.
Brass.
How many panels?
B brass 24.
Okay.
Okay. And it's made for a Victor phonograph. And this is a deluxe horn, and this is what looks good on any Victor, especially a Victor 6. I love this on a Victor 6.
I bet that would be beautiful. I also heard Larry Donley was interviewed as well. Let's check this out.
I can only imagine.
Mike and Larry Donley here at the Phonograph Show in Schaumburg, the Antique Phonograph Show. Well, what do you think? Sure has changed in the last 50 years, hasn't it?
It's amazing. I've never seen such a finer collection than what's here. I mean, they're anything and everything here. You can see them, you can buy them, and you're going to not be stuck with anything.
No.
They're gone over. They look like they should look. close to new, close to brand new.
So do you run into a lot of people, you know?
Oh, 8 or 9. You know, it was good talking to them because the minute I can realize, some of them I can see and understand who it is.
Mm-hmm.
But others is start to talk to them, and all of a sudden, you don't know who I am, do you? You know, and they say a name, and let's see, I'm 39.
Forget that.
A lot of good memories.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good memories. A lot of good time at the shows.
Yep. Yeah, just think this is the 51st show. 51 years ago. You know, we forget about all the things that have happened in the 51 years. You know, Terry was just saying here, you know, when the show started, there were no books on anything.
Oh, right.
Think of the books that are published on, and all because of the show. People would come and they'd talk and they'd learn information, and then they'd go home and write a book, or be taking photographs at the show of different machines people would bring things to the show because they heard they were going to be photographing for the books and stuff. So all that information.
One thing I remember all the time is how people would say, "Hey, I heard about another collector of phonographs in California." What about that guy in Texas? You know, the show put everybody together.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, everybody heard about these people. Nobody knew them, who they are, where they were, and everything. And there were no computers yet.
No
computers. No cell phones.
No.
Cell phones didn't exist.
No.
I mean, it was hard to even find somebody's phone number to find out where they lived.
You'd go out to antique stores every Sunday. Remember, we'd travel around to all the antique stores looking for phonographs, or God forbid he found parts or anything. I mean, where did you guys find? Was it Shorty the locksmith?
Pretty much.
Where you found all those parts in the basement of Shorty's? Was that in Cicero, or?
It was in Chicago on Brossett Avenue. Yeah.
Yeah. Basement of whole reproducers and everything. So I mean, it formed all these friendships, and people got to know each other, and all these collections and everything. And here it is still going on. And it's so hopeful that the next generation picks it up and gets the same enjoyment out of it that we all had. I mean, hopefully, you know, they communicate differently obviously now because through the internet and everything that wasn't available before. But there's still nothing like being in person, and it's like a class reunion every year, isn't it? For the phonograph collectors.
I remember too the amount of people that would bring things to you and just say, "I want to give this to you." Then they'd turn around and thank them, and they'd say, "Now do me a favor." And then say, "What's that?" So what is it? How does this thing work anyway?
Good old days.
So it was good you came here and got a chance to walk around and see it all. So
more people came up to me and said, "Larry, how are you? I haven't seen you in a couple of years."
So we have some big announcements.
Big announcements. Go. I want to hear it.
Well, I'm going to take what I think is the biggest here.
Okay.
Of course, I'm grabbing that. Our radio show. You know, we've been on 560 for years, 560 radio, but we're changing stations right now. We're going to WLS, which is 890 radio. 890. Changing our time slot
890.
to Saturday. 7 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Saturday,
Evening show.
Going to try an evening show. And we start July 12th, so don't miss it.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right. Stay tuned for the new Downley Auction Hour coming soon.
Downley Auction Hour.
Okay.
Back on the air. So what have we got coming up here otherwise?
All right. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our upcoming auctions. I know a lot of you go to our website at DownleyAuctions.com where we have our schedule listed, but I'm just going to rattle off a few things. So get your pen ready. Write this down. Thursday, July 17th. It's a Thursday. We're doing straight razors. We have over 500 straight razors coming up. It's an online only auction. July 17th. Randy, what's coming up on July 19th? Tell us about the cars.
Oh, Model A's. We've been talking about this now for quite some time, the Dvorak collection.
Yes.
We've got Model A cars, but parts galore. Absolutely.
A lot of parts.
An amazing auction.
So that's happening on Saturday, July 19th. All right. And then what I'm working on, we just finished one auction. I'm right into the next one. Everybody else is working on the July stuff. I'm already into August. I'm working on the Summer Classic, August 16th and 17th. If you want to see some of the amazing things that have come in, jukeboxes, slot machines, coin-operated machines, vending machines.
Advertising.
All
Great,
these advertising
great
signs
advertising.
are fabulous.
Yeah, we've got some really good advertising.
Really great stuff. Some general antiques. We might do some Petroliana. I have a lot of beer signs.
You name it.
Things like that. Saloon-related items.
Kitchen sink.
What's the date? August 16th and 17th.
I'm not going to say December again.
No.
So when we get to the December auction, I'll probably be saying July. So then we go into October, right?
October, yep.
Another fall classic. February 7th, you don't want to miss. If you're a military collector, boom. We've got the best auction coming up. The John Bannister collection with the D-Day collection, and his weapons collection is phenomenal. So we'll keep you posted on all these.
February 7th for that one, the Bannister collection, the D-Day stuff. And then we have coming, we haven't set dates yet for, is the Native American Wild West Americana auction. And we're going to be doing, of course, another guns and military auction. So keep an eye out at our website at downleyauctions.com. We'll have the whole schedule there for you. So you know how I asked earlier about what's a hazard people would have back in the 1900s when they're playing a phonograph? Any ideas?
I still can't figure it out. A hazard from a phonograph.
They would get something called phonograph elbow from cranking the machines.
Get
constantly.
out of here.
Well, you had to crank a machine every 3 minutes to listen to a different
What
song.
was that?
It's called phonograph elbow.
I think you're making that up. You're making.
I'm sure it's not an official diagnosis, but it's called phonograph elbow. Well, happy 4th of July, everyone. For now, I'm Susan.
And I'm Randy Donley.
And we'll see you at the auction.